Wheels. We all know them.
Time.
They roll. They turn and come again. Time.
I already did time.
Wheels.
I did all the words. I did all the words already.
Welcome back. Hello.
Brandon.
First,
Jordan.
read all of them.
Robert.
Hello.
Sanderson.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Wheel Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of Time, a series of fantasy novels written by Robert Jordan and completed by Brandon Sanderson. With the actual recent announcement of Season 3, I just realized that this might be an episode people start with, and they're going to have to deal with whatever the fuck that was that we just did. So you're welcome.
Care.
That's
You're
actually
welcome,
a great
yeah.
introduction to the kind of,
the chaos that we wield.
Go listen to our show episodes if you're here for that. Hey, welcome back to the Wheel of Time, the Wheel Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of... I already said this. I'm Gus. I've read all of them.
I'm Allie, and I'm on book 12, chapter 17?
19.
19! Look at us cooking with gas.
Is it 19? Might be 18. I'm bad with the numbers. We were talking earlier about who among us is bad at math.
It's me, not you.
It was, in fact, 18. A message in haste. Allie, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm sleepy, as you can hear. Once again, the yawn counter, who yawned with me, because we keep recording these super late at night.
Yes.
Otherwise, I can't complain.
Great.
I'm happy. I'm a happy little camper.
Fantastic.
Petey just yawned.
I'm doing well myself. Listen, where'd we leave off?
Rand? No, not even close. Egwene? Getting her... Floor beans. What? What am I even saying? Floor beans.
Floor
beans. Beans on the floor. That was... something I texted Danny from Wheel Weaves about.
It was.
I was like, what the fuck was with the beans on the floor? And she goes,
It was the beans.
And she goes, remind me?
This podcast, by the way, only contains spoilers for
That's
what
how
Allie's
far
already
ahead
read,
she
which
is.
is everything up to and including The Gathering Storm, Chapter 18. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
The floor beans had shockingly little effect on her, apparently.
that's funny. Maybe because she has children? I don't know.
She's like, I see kids eat
It's
stuff
just
off the floor all the time. What's the
food,
big
you
deal?
know, what is 5-second rule?
Yeah.
Who fuck
But I think it
yeah.
was more than 5 seconds.
Magic.
Nah.
The magic 5-second rule.
Plus, the beans are probably like pretty gross anyway because the food's all gross right now.
Yeah, shit's rotten.
Everything's gross.
Allie, how's that going to turn out? Are they just going to starve?
Yes, that's how the series ends.
That's how it yeah.
As we go on, we remember. That's as after they all starve to death.
Oh.
All the times we
That seems like a bummer.
had together.
I don't like it.
Apparently, they don't play that song at graduations anymore.
No?
Nah.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been to a graduation in like 13 fucking years.
So you know how like when you're young and they did like the graduation slideshow at like 5th grade or whatever?
No. Didn't have that.
What? You
Didn't
didn't
have
have
that.
like a graduation slideshow of like you
We
know,
walked
people-
up the hill from the one campus towards the other campus, and then we came back down and had ice cream.
Well, all right then.
But there were only like
But they
40
always
of
did
us.
it to graduation by Vitamin C. And now they don't do that anymore.
I just remembered I would go to graduations, other people's graduations, and the speeches would be like, "We did it! We made it!" And I'd be like, "This is one, yes, graduating from high school. That's great. That's a good accomplishment. I'm not diminishing that at all. 2, this is the beginning of things. Actually, it's not the end of things. It's the end of one thing and the beginning of many others. Just like the ending of chapter 17 was the end of one thing and the beginning of another. Allie, do you have any notes for chapter 18? A message in haste." With this chapter logo, this fucking banger of a chapter logo.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
Or swan, a lionfish, I'm assuming. Okay,
yeah.
but Billboard says,
Okay.
this is interesting, that graduation Vitamin C is the #1 song to play at a graduation.
What was your original source?
TikTok?
TikTok.
So he was like, I don't think they play that song anymore. And I was like, oh, wow, what do they play now?
Listen.
So then I Googled it.
If I've learned anything
and I guess
about
I'm wrong.
TikTok,
So it's an accurate source of information.
it's that they say shit, and much like any other place on the internet,
it might be true.
It forwards you the stuff that you will probably preemptively agree with, much like any other algorithmic website. And I'm guilty of this too. This is not a call out.
Well, I was just surprised. I thought, oh, I wonder what they play now.
Absolutely. I guess they play what is it called? Graduation?
Yeah.
There, probably
You know
that.
the song. As we
I do know
go on.
Maybe this person's graduation themselves did not play it.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, continuing.
Allie,
Yes.
do you have any notes for Chapter 18?
I forgot that they existed this time.
You know what?
I did.
Next time.
I'll do them next
on
time.
Dragon Ball Z.
I will do them next time. I completely forgot about them, to
That's
be honest.
okay, that
because I
happens.
was so engrossed in the books.
Yes.
Okay, it is 6 minutes in. Can we please get started?
This is actually pretty quick for us, I feel like. Allie,
I'm just so cognizant of their time.
real quick, we just got to mention before we jump in.
Oh.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
It's a fucking banger.
Fucking banger.
I'm excited.
So excited.
And all I'm going to say is
I told you so.
fucking said it was going to be Q1 2025.
We told you so. We told you so. Stop panicking on Twitter. Oh my God. Or Blue Sky or wherever it is we're congregating now. Please, for the love of God. Because my blood pressure is high enough right now, being an American. So I need us to simmer.
Yeah.
I need us to not give in to baseless speculation.
I'm excited. At the end of the day, what I mean to say is
This is going to be great.
I'm looking forward to it, and I will, in fact,
It's
put
gonna
up
be
the
a
last
banger.
piece of Season 2 coverage before Season 3 airs.
Don't
you heard
make
it here
promises.
first.
Stop. We have to stop making promises.
It's
we have to
one
stop.
podcast I have to record with Bree and Jen.
We have to stop.
One.
Okay, I'll bet
One.
you. Okay, I will bet you. What are we going to bet? What do I get if you don't do it? What do I and the rest of the listeners get?
Oh, the other. Well, I can't hug every listener. I don't know.
I think.
I'll sing "I'm a Little Teapot."
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
If I don't
Gus
get
will
that
sing
up
I'm a
before
Little
Season 3
Teapot
premieres,
if he doesn't get it up before Season 3 premieres.
okay. Hang on.
I regret my wording of if he doesn't get it up, by the way. I just wanted everyone to know that. In case anyone cringed like I did at my wording.
Huh.
Okay.
This is
go.
what you said as you worded it that way.
Oh, you stupid boy.
She still got me sitting by the
I
soundboard.
was just like, I'm so clippable.
You never should have let me sit by the soundboard.
I'm so clippable. Like,
Shouldn't do that.
I say things in such a way, and then I go, that could be clippable.
Well, we've dithered another 2 minutes. Allie,
Gus,
it's
stop
time.
distracting me
It's time
to talk about the books.
to talk about
Okay.
the wheel. Well, you don't get you see reaching for the book. You are not the guide.
Well, then
I am the guide.
Then I am the decider of us two. I decide. You've never seen New Girl.
Yes, I have. I watched it with you.
Yeah, but you don't watch it with me. You like came in and out.
I got parts of it.
But that's something.
I
Nick
know
says.
that one. I've seen that one. I've seen many episodes of New Girl. It's
Name
a good
one
show.
plot of New Girl.
There's one where the guy is mad because the girls who he's doing favors for won't fuck him, and then they fuck him.
Yeah, that
and
is a
that's probably the
problematic
most problematic episode of the
yeah.
entire show.
Listen, it's a very comforting show. There are parts of it that have aged poorly.
They get stranded in the desert once.
Yeah, they did do that.
That was fun.
on their little, like, motorcycles.
We
or whatever.
drove down to downtown LA and we looked at the New Girl Loft, which is like 2 blocks away from Patty's Pub.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, I've been down there many times. I'd kind of drive by it and I'm like, look, it's Patty's Pub. And everybody is like, fucking, it's a fucking...
And I'm like, it's not
nothing.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, there you go.
No, it's never in Philadelphia.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've seen a bunch of episodes of that show.
In Philadelphia?
No, the other one, there's one where Schmidt and Nick use the same towel.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. You passed the test.
It's a good show.
You passed the test.
It's a good show. There's
Yep.
one.
We
There's
gotta
another
start
one
reading the
where
book.
what's her name is going to get a breast reduction, and then the guy makes
this
her
was
put
a
on.
problematic
This is
episode.
also. I remember the episodes that are like probably shouldn't have written that one.
There's a few.
There's a couple, but
there's
it's
a couple
mostly good.
That are
Those are the ones that
little
stick
over the
out for me
line.
because I watched those and I was like, this is not the New Girl I was expecting. Where's Zooey Deschanel? Bring her back.
there's a couple. There's also really good episodes though.
Did you know that?
Like the Winston can't do a puzzle.
Forgot that one.
Yeah, he doesn't look at the cover. He doesn't look at the.
I know people who do that.
And he's like, I wonder what this is. And Schmidt gets mad and is like,
I know people who do that.
It's printed on the box.
Yeah.
He's a Japanese guard.
Yeah.
It's great.
There's puzzles. They sell puzzles where the picture is slightly different from the puzzle.
That stresses me out. No, I want to look at the picture.
Speaking of Zooey Deschanel, who is not in the Wheel of Time, as far as I know, the Wheel of Time
Okay.
is a book.
Can you start reading it?
I was segueing. It was the deftest segue.
Oh, that was so loud.
I turned it up.
We just woke someone up. No,
All right, I'll
we
turn
just
it
woke
back down.
someone up. Some people sleep up to our podcast.
I know.
Which, wake up.
No, don't. It's fine.
Okay.
Do I have a lullaby sound?
Gus, we are too ADHD today.
Listen to the comforting sound of the crickets.
That is the most uncomfortable cricket I've ever heard
It's
in
a
my life.
stock sound that comes with the soundboard.
That is the grossest
don't like
cricket
it.
sound I've ever
I will
heard.
not be playing
Is
it
that
again.
cricket dying?
You can tell the temperature based on how often a cricket chirps.
I did know that. We need to read the book because I need to
Chapter
work out
18.
still.
A message in... I'm going to play Yakuza while you work out.
No, we're going to watch Slow Horses together.
You can't focus on slow horses while you work out.
Yeah,
There's shit going on in that
I
show.
absolutely can focus on Slow Horses.
Gary
while I'm reading.
Oldman and
I am going.
all the other fucking
no,
people.
and we need to finish a show for once in our lives.
We
We
can't
need to
do
finish
that.
a show. No, I
then
swear.
we should finish Arcane. I've been saying we should watch Arcane for
we
years.
have watched one episode of Arcane.
And
we
then
have
you were
watched,
like, oh, okay.
We have watched almost 2 seasons of Slow Horses. We need to finish Slow
So
Horses and then we can watch Arcane.
we have less Arcane left than we do Slow Horses.
We haven't finished Beef. We haven't. Oh my God, I'm getting out the list again. Here are all the shows we have not finished that we want to finish. Are you ready? Silo.
Oh, yeah.
Rings of Power.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should have finished that one.
Jury Duty.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Fisk, which I finished and you haven't because I gave up on waiting for you.
Yeah.
White Lotus.
Ugh, hard to watch. Very good, but hard to watch.
League of Their Own. We're the reason it got canceled, Gus.
It's a good show. I liked it a lot.
IT Crowd.
Well, I don't want to finish that because it's too funny.
Dope Sick.
That's just depressing.
It is depressing.
It's good.
But we do. Battlestar Galactica.
We need to go back.
No, we are not going back. We do this every few years.
And then
start
how
over.
many episodes
I'm not
of Galactica?
Starting over. We are continuing on.
How many episodes of Galactica have we watched since we last had this conversation?
None. And it's not my fault. You just discover new shows for us to watch. We never finish a goddamn show. I love you so much, but we never finish a goddamn show. Wait, or I'm not even done. I'll be gone in the dark. We have 1 episode left of that.
It's so fucking depressing.
It is. But The Expanse, The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Succession, the LuLaRoe documentary, we have 1 episode left.
Again, it's so... Well, that one's less... It's pretty depressing.
It's pretty depressing. Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
We just started that.
I know. We keep starting stuff and not finishing it. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm not done. And then we have a million things we want to watch. Oh, I finished this on my own.
All right.
Wait, I'm not done. We have more.
Who is the one who was saying we need to talk about the book? Was it me? Was it me? Was it?
I think they came out with a new Righteous Gemstone season.
I am so behind on that.
Only Murders in the Building. We're behind.
What we do in the shadows?
Our Flag Means Death. We haven't seen the new season.
Yeah. Well, the new season that came out a year and a half ago. Yeah.
We're finishing The Great right now. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
Abbott Elementary. We're so behind. What We Do in the Shadows. We're at least a season behind.
Okay. Where does the time? This is the thing. What's the time to watch all of these things? I don't right now.
We never have
I'm
the
talking
time.
about watching them instead of watching them. I should go watch them.
And then Slow Horses. We're finishing Slow Horses. I swear to
4
God.
seasons of Well, it's only 6
We've
episodes,
got like 2 seasons left.
Yes.
And they're not very many episodes.
No.
We can do this.
All right.
We just have to buckle down and focus, and we will finish a show.
Finished Deadlock.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We finished that fucking Amy Adams thing with the
Sharp
fucking.
Objects.
That was you watched it like twice.
Oh, I watched it once by myself and once with you.
Yeah, we watched all of the Stranger Things, and then I got frustrated with parts of it. No comment.
Don't say things like that on the air.
I just said I was frustrated with parts of it. Maybe I got frustrated with the fact that I had to wait.
That is, I think, what it is.
You keep on moving away from the microphone. A timeless classic.
I
Chapter 18, a message in haste.
We're just
we are not
airing
in
all
haste
of our marriage
today.
squabbles on the air today.
Not at all. This is just banter.
And
a
if
message
I only could,
in haste.
deal with God.
Swan froze.
I'd get us to finish a TV show.
Siuan froze, basket of dirty laundry on her hip, the moment she walked into the Aes Sedai camp.
She's still doing his laundry? He said not to.
It was her own laundry this time.
Well, there you
She'd
go.
finally realized that she didn't need to do both hers and Bryn's. Why not let the novices put in some time on her washing? There were certainly enough of them these days. So what's going on, Allie?
She wants to make out with Gareth Bryn.
Probably. Is she going to do it this chapter?
No, and I'm mad about it, actually, because when I saw Swan chapter, I was like, finally, we're making out. Because all I really want is just endless makeouts in this book, and I'm not getting any makeouts.
When's the last makeout you can think of?
Min, probably, and Rand, and it was weird.
Probably.
Yeah, because there was some I want an unproblematic
Lan and
makeout.
Nynaeve got married.
But we didn't get to see any
No, we
making
didn't get
out
to
on
see
that
it,
one.
no.
That was completely off screen, which I object to utterly and demand that the show that scene.
They
Do
will.
they not understand that I want makeouts. I want people making out. Romance is the most popular B plot, and I agree. It's the best B plot. I love a romance. I need a romance. We need more kissing in this book.
Well, listen. The Igloo is a high watermark for almost everybody who reads this series.
Yes, and where is our igloo? Where is it? We have had a dry spell, literally.
Gawain and Egwene made out a bunch.
Oh, but that was problematic too. I want a non-problematic makeout.
In my Wheel of Time?
Yes. Well, Lan and Nynaeve were right there.
Yeah.
They were right there. I didn't get my non-problematic makeout with those two. They haven't made out once. I'm sick of it.
But it's implied that they're just...
And Swan and Gareth Bryn,
Well, not
frankly,
now,
are
actually.
slightly problematic.
What?
But I still,
Yeah, they are.
if we're going to do this, I would like a makeout, please.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If we're going to do this,
Give
if we're
it
going to
time.
not give us our lesbians,
Give it time. Maybe there will be one.
can they be lesbians? I had the funniest experience the other day at a party. By the way.
Who wanted to read the book? Who wanted to talk about the book?
Wait,
Who
now you
was
got me on
pushing the
lesbians.
book?
Now you got me on lesbians.
If I got... Well, there you go. Then you
the-
got it. Yeah.
Are we still not talking about the book? No, we got a couple sentences in, so we're
Yes,
actually talking about it now.
yes, there you
But I
go.
had the funniest, speaking of lesbians, experience at a party recently where I was talking to some lesbians, as you do, and I could tell they were digging the cut of my jib. Right?
You had a cool coat on, too.
I had a great coat on.
Yeah.
I looked great. They weren't like flirting with me because they were a couple,
Mm-hmm.
but we were just like chatting because I heard them talking about the Rainforest Cafe, and I dropped in the conversation by going, "Did someone mention the Rainforest Cafe?" And that made them laugh. And
Please tell me you did the transatlantic voice that you just did.
yeah,
Oh,
that's how I approached the conversation. Did someone mention the Rainforest Cafe? That's how I came in.
extraordinary.
So then they dug me and my vibe. And then I said, "Oh, my husband, blah, 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 blah." And one of them went, "Husband?" And I was like, "Bisexual." And she goes, "Oh, I get it." Okay. I was like, she caught a vibe. It was great.
yes.
I felt so validated.
Yes.
I felt really validated by that.
What's going on in this chapter?
So Swan finds out that Elida now knows how to travel,
Yes.
which is bad news bears for literally everyone.
Yes.
Because Elida knowing something is bad for everyone. And so she sent a guy to go tell Gareth Bryn to expect the fact that Elida knows how to travel now, and that may be a big problem.
Yes.
And that pretty much is what
That's the
happened.
entire chapter. We're going to get into it. So,
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been Wheel Takes.
near the
Our
pavilion-
social media is below.
near the pavilion flaps, she found the woman she'd expected. Shiriam, as Egwene's keeper, couldn't enter the hall without the armorland,
Shiriam's lost a lot of weight
and so she was reduced to waiting
in a
outside.
very concerning way.
It was probably better than stewing back in her tent. The fire-haired woman had lost a fair bit of her plumpness over the previous weeks. She really needed to commission new dresses. Her old ones were beginning to hang on her. Still,
That's a concerning amount of weight in a few weeks.
she seemed to have regained some calm recently, to be less erratic. Perhaps whatever had been ailing her had passed. She'd always insisted that nothing was wrong in the first place. What's wrong?
She's Black Aja, getting her ass beat.
Okay, why?
Isn't that what?
Is that what's wrong?
Well, she's Black Aja.
Okay,
Probably.
probably.
Well, 'cause
Based on all the stuff,
somebody's-
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, is she being eaten? I don't, like, somebody showed up, some, like, weird guy, and was like, "You work for me, blah, blah, blah." It was, like, all menacing and beating her and stuff.
Well, probably that was Halima.
Right?
Why might she be doing better?
Shiriam now? Because Halima's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to step through that.
I stepped.
Be good stepping.
You
Yeah,
can call me
all right.
Stepper. Am I right?
Yes.
Just call me. You okay? Of the two of us, though, you would be Stayer and I would be Stepper.
You would be Stepper. So Swan's like, all right, what the fuck is going on now? And she goes, Elida has traveling. She's like, oh, fuck, Dick. How do we know this?
Good swearing, Gus.
Thank you. I just learned.
What'd you say?
How do we know that Elida has traveling?
Because one of the gals, somebody saw it.
They've been collecting tithes. And because they had traveling, they could like hop straight to the places that were tithing and be like, you can just give us the tithe. But this time they hopped up to the place to get the tithe in Kandor, and they were like, we just gave you your money yesterday. And then the lady we gave the money to rode through a fucking hole in the sky.
Right.
And they were like, well, shit. What are the ramifications?
Well, they're not going to get the money they need, which is a problem.
Yes.
And also,
this chair sucks.
Elida could just roll up on them anytime with an army.
Yes.
So Gareth Bryn blocking the bridge means nothing
the
now.
Siege. What's
This
the
is
point?
not good.
What's the point of a siege?
The point of a siege is to starve them out,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Can you do that if they can teleport?
Nope.
No. So what the fuck are we doing
right now we're sitting there with our thumb up our butt now.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck are we? What are the? How is this going to affect Allie? The siege of Tarvalin. We waited for books, and now here we are.
Yeah.
And is it over? Are we cooked?
No.
Is this it?
No, because
Surrender?
No, because Egwene has a plan. She always has a plan. She is Miss Planner Barbie.
But she said her battle from within the White Tower was over. Now what? What happens to this plot?
The battle for
now
Middle
what?
Earth
Is about to
is
begin.
about to begin.
But now what?
Ousting Elida from within.
Then what's the army do? What's the whole fucking Gareth Brynny army? All this shit.
What if we went through all that and Gareth Bryn just doesn't matter?
What if?
What if?
Is that possible? We did all this and then Gareth Bryn's army amounts to nothing
It
except...
took forever to get to the siege and the siege just doesn't really have it.
It's just deterrence, which is, by the way, a legitimate use of an army.
You know what? At
Arguably,
this point,
the best use of an army is not using it to fight.
you know what? At this point, I just, what is Chekhov's gun? We have, you know what I mean?
Elaborate.
We're just not going to fire it. It'll just be there, being a gun.
The army?
Yeah. Egwene's going to do her thing. Girl power, slay, boss, queen, yas. And I'm here for it, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'd love for her to not need to be rescued.
It'd be good.
But I'm also like, I'm worried Gawain's going to fuck something up.
Gawain?
Yeah, I am.
Gawain?
Yep.
No.
I'm concerned.
How do we stand on...
Oh, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Gawain's... Oh, no. Gawain's riding toward them right now, isn't he?
Yes?
As part of Elida's army?
No. By himself.
No, I know, but he is part of Elida's army, and they have been warning Gareth Bryn to look out for people from Elida's army coming?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Could that be bad?
I don't know. Could it?
Well, maybe not if it's by himself. I don't know, though.
Allie?
Is Gawain going to have to
What
fight the younglings? Ooh.
Maybe.
Gawain stresses me out, so I think he's going to do something stupid. And then Egwene's going to be like, why did you do that?
I've turned up the gain on the microphone,
But
so now
also,
you can move a little bit more.
Now I want to
turned it up
bang
too
you.
much.
You know? Oh,
We're good.
that's
You're
what
crushing
she's going to do. Because my girl has no taste. She's incredible in every way, except she has no taste, which is something that's not uncommon of powerful women.
It's been known to happen.
Some of them have terrible taste.
Look, many people have terrible taste.
Yeah, people
Many
like
people have
Gawain.
good taste. Gawain. All right.
No,
so,
I know. He's going to be sympathetic. It's gonna
So
And
we
I'm
talk
gonna
about all
be so
that.
happy about it.
We do all that. There's not a lot to talk about in this, is there? She sends a
Not
messenger.
really.
She sends a message. It's a good chapter. There's not a ton to talk about.
So she sends a messenger
And
and she
then-
goes, hey, look at me. Say it again. And he's like, I have a really good memory. She's like, I'm not interested in whether or not you have a good memory. If I've told you this message 50 times, I still want to hear it again. And I was like, wow, Swan,
Power.
I just aspire to be that little of a people pleaser.
Tell me about the differentiation between how the Aes Sedai are handling this news and how Swan is handling this news. as I resettle into this chair.
Yeah, I said I seemed. Oh well, Lalonda or whatever her name is. Lelaine.
You have combined them, and I love that you have done this.
Well, because they're hard to differentiate.
They are functionally identical until this book. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So Lelaine, sorry.
Yes.
Like dropped this news to create as much chaos as possible to try and undermine Egwene, obviously, and everyone's panicking.
Yes.
And Swan's like, I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Lelaine dropped this news in such a way that everybody would hear it. Like, she said it in front of a bunch of novices on purpose. And then...
and that cool old lady talked to...
Yeah, let's talk about her.
Sharonda?
Sharina.
My Sharona.
Sharina. Let's talk about Sharina.
My Sharina.
Tell me about Sharina.
My Sharina. Okay, so Sharina is dope. She's like 70 something and is a novice, and she goes over to Swan and is like, I'm seeing what's going on here, and you should know that Lelaine is being suspicious. And Swan's like, why would you just help me with that information? And she goes, do you think I want Lelaine in charge? Because Lelaine is ageist about novices.
Yeah,
who are old.
I kind of get the feeling that both Ramonda and Lelaine are like, fuck that, that's stupid.
I think that's fucking dumb.
I agree. I think it's very silly that they're so entrenched against this. How do you feel about this whole Lelaine thing in this chapter? The whole Ramonda Lelaine situation with Egwene and
This
Absentia.
is a temporary problem. Oh, Egwene's going to come back, deal with both of them.
Sure. Well,
and both of them their ass.
Let me clarify more broadly. How do you feel about this plot line?
How do I feel about Lelaine?
These two.
They're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I think the plot line is dumb.
No.
But I just hate both of them.
Yeah, well, because for me,
they're
I'm kind of
annoying.
like, they're just undermining the actual importance of reunifying the tower in any meaningful way, because they're just like,
they're petty
we'll get
and
there.
fighting and squabbles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're grown-ass women. We're at the last battle. I just have no respect for that.
Yeah.
For people just grasping for their own... I know that that's what people do. I know that, and I understand, but I have no respect for it.
Yeah.
I think we need to be coming together at times like this and putting our egos aside for the betterment of the community. And it saddens me how few people actually follow through on that.
Yeah. Well, before we continue, we're going to take a really quick ad break, and then we're going to talk some more. Welcome back. Let's talk about Sharina.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about? She's cool.
I friggin' love her, and I hope we get more of her.
Do you remember where you saw her once or twice before? That was not anything. I'm looking at you because
no, she's dead.
I was giving you time to speak. Do you remember where we may have
seen her
I do feel like
before? We're ramping up to something with this tower plot line. We're ramping up to something. There's going to be some kind of confrontation. The Shan-Chan.
Do you want to hear the first word of the next chapter?
Wait. The Shan-Chan. What is it?
Chaos. The entire world was chaos. Tuan.
No. 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 No.
What are you knowing about Tuan?
They're gonna attack the White Tower, guys. And then it's gonna be Matt and it's gonna be Tuan.
Matt's not with her anymore.
That's even worse. Because then he can't talk sense into her.
Has he ever actually done that at all?
No, but he could try to grow some stones and actually do it. Yeah, I'm calling out our boy.
Well, sure. He was too busy.
Put that woman in her place. No,
oh, boy.
Bitches be crazy. Now I'm getting clipped again. People are going to be like, here's out of context, fireable shit Ali has said. I don't mean any of that. Obviously, media literacy. So she fucking she's gonna fuck shit up. Okay, and then Gawain's gonna fuck shit up even worse. Oh my god, we have Gawain and Tuan in one spot. It's like the who's who of who annoys me the most. God.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. We've actually brought them up specifically as the two people who annoy you the
Nightmare
most.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
I feel like Gawain just would never pass it.
No. Gawain would eat the roach. And what would Tuan do?
Well, based on what the text suggests, she would never have actually tried it, but would think she knows everything about it. Because if you remember, when she tries to go to the bar, we kind of have that whole thing where it's like, Tuan.
I love sativa.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. No, I hate them both.
You remember that whole thing where it's like, Tuan, she's so wise and worldly, but has never stepped outside, and she's a dainty little thing, but also very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
remember that whole thing.
Yeah, where she's like, I want to go to a bar where bar fights happen. And I was like, no one has ever said that, girl.
They take her to like a fucking brew pub.
Yeah, they take her to a brewery.
Like, $20 beer burger day. And a burger. And what a little whiskey shot if anybody wants it. She's like, this seems rugged.
They've got like a doggy flight.
There's a guy in a flannel playing the guitar in the corner with a tip jar.
It's in fucking, what neighborhood is it in? WeHo?
Yeah, it's in West Hollywood. Yeah.
No, because I don't feel like there's tons of breweries in WeHo.
Andersonville, Chicago.
They
took her to Hopleaf.
They took her to Hopleaf.
A beautiful bar.
And she's like, where are the fights?
With great food. Obviously, a fight does actually break out in that chapter, so, we're just having fun with it. Because we're 30 minutes in, and the chapter is over, and we didn't talk about it for the first 15, and now we need to figure out what else Wheel of Time-related shit we can talk about, because I'm not ending this episode at 34 fucking minutes. We should have done 2 chapters this week. This was a mistake. But the next chapter is actually quite long. There's a lot to talk about, so it would have been very long. So...
We talk about the trailer?
Nah, let's give that its own thing.
Okay. We could do its own episode for that.
Yeah.
That's
not a promise.
I could talk about some embarrassing shit that happened to me over Thanksgiving.
But it's got to be Wheel of Time adjacent. We got to talk about Allie, how do you feel about the Forsaken? How do we feel about the current Forsaken rankings? How are they? What's going on here? Obviously, this game has lost its luster a little bit since Moradin just kicked the shit out of everybody and said, I'm in charge. And also since Samael died, because he was the Chaos Goblin, and I love him, and I'm sad that he's gone.
We're all sad. I feel like he and Lord Luke are going to get combined.
You've mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right about that.
I feel like the books lost a certain amount of...
That would make sense.
I feel like the books lost a certain amount of whimsy after Samael went away. I really do. Is that crazy of me to say? Maybe. But I just feel like he brought a certain level of nonsensical bullshit, him specifically.
All right, here's at the top. Moradin, obviously.
Yeah.
Though all he does is like pout and play chess.
With himself.
And like bleed. I don't know. He's so emo. I can't.
His name is Death.
I know. He's so emo. It's too much. It's almost too much. You're like, I need you to take yourself a little less seriously.
Oh, yes, absolutely. 100%. And I love it.
Bring him down a peg or two.
Yes.
Because it's too much. Masana seems to be doing well. She's got the whole White Tower thing. But that seems to be being undermined by a girl from Bumfuck. But she's
very
still
special girl from Bumfuck.
I don't know what the fuck Damon Dread's doing, but I think he's third.
You had a number of theories.
Because it seems like the Black Tower thing is kind of him.
Probably.
Well, because Mazrim Taim is working for him.
Seems likely.
And then, who else we got? Serog's at the bottom.
She's locked up.
Serog's at the bottom.
Moggs and Sindane are locked up.
Also kind of at the bottom, yeah. Grendel, I guess. She's doing okay.
She's an Eredamon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fucking shit up a little bit.
Yeah, but what's her end game? I can't even really
fuck shit up a little bit.
I feel like they're all kind of scattered at this point.
Halima's still around.
They allegedly... Oh, she's at the very... she's right above being locked up. Because what did she do? Headaches? Unless Sleeper Agent Egwene. That's what's about to happen. The Sean Chan Shack.
I like it.
That's Egwene.
I like it.
In case you weren't aware. Sleeper Agent
Turning
Egwene.
into a robot.
Yeah.
I like it. There must be something else we can talk about. There has to be something else we can talk about. This was not a bad chapter. It's just a chapter where there's very little to discuss.
I think we gotta cut it there. What else is there?
Let's do this. We're going to upload the next episode Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes. It will happen.
We're committing to that.
It will. I have said it out loud. I put a date on it.
Yes. Tuesday.
It will be funny if I don't.
Tuesday.
But I will put it up on Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're doing it.
You doing the soft for Tuesday? You don't do that.
I'm doing stuff for fun.
Oh, I thought you were doing the accent.
No, I'm
like
just
with birthday.
No, I'm having fun.
You're just riffing.
I'm just saying Tuesday.
Which Forsaken would riff the hardest on a podcast? Samael. Yeah,
oh,
that's
no,
correct.
Baylor would go off the rails.
But would he riff or would he rant? I feel like they're different. Because I was going to say Asmodean. No, he would just start singing.
Mm-hmm. He's too emo for podcasting. He's never listened to a podcast. Actually, no, he listened to one podcast. He is like their top patron. And it's a very niche music podcast with like 10 listeners.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like devoted to this podcast. But none of his friends listen.
Yeah.
They can't talk about it with any of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone is like that out there. They're like, I love this podcast. I listen to it every time they drop an episode. None of my friends listen. I can't talk to anybody about this interest.
Who was the composer? There was some Renaissance era composer who there was this guy, this lord or something, who just loved his music. So he built him a house that was attached to his own house. And he moved this composer in there and he provided him with all of the money and food and resources he could ever want on sole condition that they never actually speak or meet face to face.
If there's anyone out there that feels that passionately about us that has the means to support us in this way, hit me up.
No. I love that. That's just so funny to me.
Hit us up.
The guy was like, yeah,
what's the worst that could happen?
I don't ever actually want to talk to you.
The worst thing we could say is no.
No, don't do that.
Just kidding.
Don't do that. So yeah. I don't remember who it was, but that is a thing that probably happened unless I'm misremembering. Caveats forever. I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Where'd you learn about it? TikTok?
No, actually.
I'm kidding.
No, it was somewhere else. Don't know where.
But you're
no
just
idea.
confident it wasn't TikTok?
I'm confident it wasn't TikTok. Let's look it up.
Wicked. We saw Wicked.
We saw Wicked. That was great.
Oh, it was so good. I saw it twice. That was amazing. Pleased.
Haydn? No. Tchaikovsky had a patron. Here it is. Tchaikovsky had a patron who gave him enough money to quit his job and become a full-time composer on the condition that they never meet in person. There's no house. The section on her name was Nadezhda von Meck. The section on her patronage of Tchaikovsky is interesting too. They exchanged more than 1,200 letters, and although she stipulated that she never wanted to meet as a condition of her patronage, they did meet once by accident. Quote, the two did meet each other on one occasion purely by chance in August 1879 while Tchaikovsky was staying at the Meck estate. While he was staying at her estate in Simaki, he had gone for his daily walk in the forest somewhat earlier than usual, unaware that she was late for her daily drive through that same area with the rest of her family. As a result, they came face to face for a few moments. He tipped his hat politely. She was nonplussed, but no words were spoken. He wrote to her the same evening to apologize for the inadvertent breach of their arrangement. She responded, saying there was nothing to apologize for, and she even invited him to visit her home to see her new paintings, but at a time when she would be away. This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Introverted queen.
I love this.
She's like, I just want to know that you're happy.
Yeah. This is amazing. So I was wrong about the house, but they did meet at her house because he would sometimes come to visit her house in such a situation that they would never actually have to meet.
I love it.
I love this. This is how did he know what she looked? Oh, they probably had etchings or pictures or something. Okay. Thanks for listening, everyone. We have social media if you want to know what we've got going on. It's linked down below. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us that way. It's patreon.com/wheeltakes. And you can always leave us a rating and a review, which helps a lot. This was a very short episode. Other than that, anything else, Sally?
You know what? We deserve to have a short episode every now and then.
Sure.
Just to keep you on your toes.
Sure.
Is it going to be 7 hours? Is it going to be 30 minutes? We don't know.
Anything else?
We're all over the place.
Anything else, Sally?
I just need more makeouts.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.